on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorn State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man.
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Back to throw, it's Shaw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to the ground game on the left. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice jump.
And the quarterback will be slummed down back at the 43.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game, something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Longhorns are on the move. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Try it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here they come, going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation, QB might.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They're going to test the right side with this one. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll go right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll try the right side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. There he goes. He's at the 30, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
14, Mississippi State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Unloads quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Number 13, on to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the left side. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of...
Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Plows through the defense. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score. Texas, 21. Mississippi State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Texas offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Running back searching for a hole. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Cruz.
All right, not ideal. All right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep...
Oh, he found a space on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Give to the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Losing spot. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The handoff keep working on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll give it to the back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in, and that miracle is no longer coming now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll try the right side. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might as well stick with him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? With the clock running, this should be the final play. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.